Ladies and gentlemen, the general session will begin shortly. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Senior Vice President, Corporate Marketing, Eric Snow.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Guten Morgen, guten Morgen. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to PTC Forum 2018. We are absolutely thrilled to have you all joining us today as we explore how digital transformation and groundbreaking technology solutions are completely redefining the new frontier of industrial innovation. Please come on in, grab a seat. This is going to be an exciting day filled with compelling content, impactful technology, and tremendous networking opportunities. Just look around you at all of those peers that are joining you here in the event hall here in Stuttgart. I am extremely proud to let you all know that this event is completely sold out. We have nearly 2,000 of you joining us right here in the Stuttgart event hall. So thank you all for taking the time to spend the day with us. And online, we have another 2,000 people who have chosen to join us from all around the world in our virtual experience. So thanks to those of you watching on the virtual platform. We couldn't be more happy to have you all with us here today. Whether you're a PTC customer, a partner, or exploring PTC technology for the very first time, we are going to spend the day today learning about how technology and PTC technology can change your businesses, and there is a day filled with great insights and information awaiting you. We hope that you will also have a little bit of fun along the way. If you've had a chance to take a look at the program guide, you will notice that today's agenda is completely jam-packed with a range of speakers who will share with us their latest business challenges and initiatives and how they are finding ways to build business value across their own connected enterprises. So whether you're here with us physically in the Stuttgart ICS or joining us online, I encourage each and every one of you to attend as many of the breakout sessions throughout the day as you possibly can. If you are joining us online in the virtual platform, remember the technology allows you to ask questions directly during the breakout sessions, so I encourage you to take full advantage of that. For those of you here joining us physically in Stuttgart, certainly spend as much time as you have to get across the way to the expo hall, where you will find a vibrant community where you can connect with and talk to product experts, as well as experience firsthand the innovative technologies that are reshaping the industrial landscape. And we will end the day with a very special evening reception. It's at this time of year that Christmas markets open up all over Germany, and we thought we'd bring just a little bit of that holiday spirit and flavor to us here in the ICS at the PTC Forum Europe. So we'd like to invite you all to end the day with us with an evening reception where you'll find some special delicacies and to mix and mingle over a cup of hot mulled wine. Now, PTC Forum Europe wouldn't be possible without the generous support of our sponsors, and I'd like to take a moment to thank each and every one of them. Of special note, we'd like to thank our diamond sponsors, Microsoft Azure and Rockwell Automation. Our platinum sponsors, Ansys, Capgemini, Computer Complete ASCAD, Ineo, NET, and Tata Consulting Services. And finally, our gold sponsors, ePlan, EY, Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, Calypso, KPIT, and LNT Technology Services. Let's give all of our sponsors a round of applause. The event could not be possible without them, and I strongly encourage each of you to get across the hall to the expo hall to visit them and learn about what technologies they bring to market. I know there's a few of you still filing in, so please come on in, grab a seat. We are about to start PTC Forum Europe 2018. It is going to be a great day for you. So without further ado, let's start the day. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome to the stage and introduce to you our opening keynote speaker, PTC Executive Vice President of Products, Kathleen Mitford. Kathleen?
Good morning. So happy to be here with all of you today. Digital transformation. It is revolutionizing today's industrial landscape and fueling a new frontier of innovation, the likes of which we have never seen. All around us, companies large and small are leaning in to this rapid pace of change because it is no longer enough to do things as you've always done them. Your status quo is not a guarantee of long-term survival because in today's market, if you're not evolving, you're fading into oblivion. In this new industrial reality, the only way to step out beyond the shadow of your competitors is to fully define, embrace, and implement your journey of digital transformation. Now, that may seem like a daunting task, but the truth is, every one of you in this room today already holds the keys to unlocking your company's future potential, your data. Data is king, and we at PTC believe that data, your data, is at the heart of your digital transformation. It's the DNA that defines your company's identity, and it is the roadmap by which you will lay claim to your rightful place in this ever-evolving, complex industrial landscape. If you think this new frontier of innovation won't impact your business, here's something to consider. Many companies around the world have already realized it's imperative to embrace digital transformation to meet changing customer expectations and respond to competitive threats. According to IDC, a premier global provider of market intelligence with a focus on technology and industry trends, these companies are spending a lot of money, upwards of $1 trillion to be exact, to propel their business in this changing landscape. And why are they spending so much money? We've determined 3 main reasons. First, innovation, so they can drive new products to market faster. Second, efficiency, so they can do things better at lower cost with greater productivity. And third, differentiation, so they can stay ahead of the competition with unique product and service offerings. Digital transformation, it's here and it's real. You've got to jump in with both feet or risk being left behind. So the question for you to ponder today isn't should I, but rather how do I unlock my company's data to fuel digital transformation? Well, that is what I'm here to talk to you about today. Over the next hour, I and some of my colleagues will share with you the latest advances in PTC's technology that are delivering real value to our customers. Technologies that impact how you design products, how you improve processes, how you enhance the performance of your people. Technologies like additive manufacturing, robotics, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and generative design are creating new opportunities for innovation, disrupting industries, and putting into question what we have known about business strategy. But together with our partners and inspired by you, our customers, we at PTC have been hard at work reimagining and developing a comprehensive, complete portfolio of technologies that are powerful tools for expanding and connecting your data in entirely new ways. Because true digital transformation happens when you unleash the full potential of your data across the entire value chain. Whether it's engineering, manufacturing, sales, operations, or service, most of us today work in disconnected silos with no real-time insight into what's happening in other areas of our business. But what if this linear chain was instead a closed loop where data flowed easily back and forth between your company's various functions as a single source of truth, creating a connected enterprise? Imagine the possibilities. Imagine the speed at which you could innovate. Imagine how streamlined your processes would be. Imagine how efficient your workforce would become. Well, I'm happy to say those imagined scenarios can now be realities. And I am so excited to share with you our strategy to help you unlock your greatest potential. Let's begin by talking about products. There is no denying that we live in a smart and connected world. According to industry reports, there will be as many as 50 billion connected products by the end of the decade. As designers and engineers of products, you are faced with an ever-increasing demand from consumers with higher expectations for usability, for ease, for things working together seamlessly. Like our watches that are connected to our smartphones, that are in turn connected to our cars. You can no longer design as if your products functioned independently. To compete, you must expand your capabilities to not only design complex products, but products that are also smart and connected to meet your customers' needs. In this new world order, all manner of sensors, of tags, and controls will become a part of the manufacturing process as well as the smart products that you design. So the demand for smart connected products is definitely clear. And the implications are huge, which leads to the obvious question: how do you design for smart connected products? Well, the truth is, this is not a brand new concept. Over the last 30 years, companies have increasingly enhanced what were once purely physical assets with embedded sensors and with software, connecting them to the internet so we could monitor and control them, using artificial intelligence to analyze their data to better understand and optimize them, and even enabling them to work together in product systems, an even larger system of systems. Let's use this tractor as an example of a product's progression. First, your products expanded from physical products to smart products with software embedded in them. Then they became connected to the internet. Your products are now smart and connected. And because these products are connected, they can connect to not only the internet, but other products working together as a product system. And it's not just a product system, they are interacting with other systems. This tractor is now interacting with the weather system to know when is the best time to water the crops with the irrigation system, and the best time to plant the seeds by integrating with the crop system. So now what we have is a physical product that is smart, that is connected, that is working as part of a product system, and ultimately as a system of systems. This product evolution is only possible because of data. The data that flows from your smart connected products, it offers powerful insights. Insights that allow you to deliver evergreen products, revolutionize the type of products you make, the services you offer to your customers, and ultimately, what business you compete in. Let me share with you an example. Polaris is a manufacturer of snowmobiles and all-terrain vehicles that is leveraging data from their smart connected products to inform future design enhancements and elevate their customers' experience. Let's take a look.
Polaris is about fueling the adventure of the outdoors for our riders. We strive to produce awesome products, help our riders with the best experiences, and basically delight our customers with our vehicles.
Polaris has done a great deal to integrate technology into the entire ownership experience of a vehicle and how you can interact with the web to do your shopping, to us managing that data through the early part of the product development process, and then introduce that data to engineering and to new product development all the way through end of life.
The work that we're partnered with PTC is aimed at providing the right products and the right experiences for our customers and doing it in a fast, efficient, and safe manner. We're able to increase the speed of our decisions, increase the speed of our designs and our validation, and ultimately bring new products to market faster.
From our module structure to our service tools, to our work instructions, to our configurator tools, all of this should enable that extra connection to the consumer and making that vehicle specific to them.
The idea of connecting the CAD data from the design to the manufacturing BOMs for how we're going to build it into a service BOM, connecting all three of those in Windchill is going to greatly automate this process.
We're using connected data from our factories, helping us make sure that we understand exactly how our vehicles were built. We're using data from our dealers and from our field to understand how are our riders using our vehicles. We're starting to work with augmented reality. We're starting to work with data analytics, helping us to make decisions.
The idea of a connected vehicle where we can get information from the customer in real time, if they're willing to share it, is a fantastic thing. We look at vehicle performance, we look at vehicle attributes, we look at how often they interact with different parts of the vehicle. It affects maintenance cycles, or it can also tell something's about to go wrong.
The whole point of that is to be able to make the consumer able to make and pick and drive and experience the products in the best way possible. The safest, the most durable, and the most personalized product that we can make it for them. That's the connection we're going after. And our digital transformation must happen in order for us to get that full level of experience to the consumer.
As you just saw, Polaris is making better decisions because of real-time product data. They're able to delight their customers with new features, offer greater safety, and improve performance because of the connected product, ultimately allowing the customer to experience their products in the best way possible. Speaking of data, data is a critical component for simulation processes to understand how products will perform in various situations they might encounter in the physical world. The simulation process today is not optimized as it's disconnected from the design process. To fix this process, PTC has formed a strategic partnership with ANSYS, the leader in engineering simulation, to bring customers the best-in-class capabilities of design and simulation in one integrated product. To help me describe how this collaboration will revolutionize product design, please join me in welcoming PTC Senior Vice President of CAD, Brian Thompson. Good morning, Brian. Thank you for joining us this morning.
My pleasure, Kathleen.
Can you share with us how customers have traditionally used simulation and how you see that changing?
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about simulation-driven design, always. Getting performance data from products in the field or from products under test, like the Polaris snowmobile you just saw, it allows engineers to replace design assumptions with facts. And often they do this in order to get information to drive some sort of simulation. But there are still barriers that prevent engineers from simply using simulation pervasively throughout the design process. Let's take a look at how PTC and ANSYS are removing these barriers. Now, today's simulation is used to support product development, often towards the end of the development process, once things are relatively stable, as a final validation tool against product requirements.
So now this is definitely not the vision of simulation-driven design that the industry has been trying to achieve for decades. Why is that?
Well, that's the question, Kathleen. All too often, the use of simulation tools requires an expert who needs to make a copy of the model and simplify it in order to run the simulation in a reasonable amount of time in order to get an accurate answer. This means that every time there's a design change, then engineers must make a choice whether or not to consult with the expert again, requiring a new copy of the model, another analysis. It's a process that could take hours or even days to complete.
Well, that doesn't sound like the most productive way to design a product.
No, you're right, it's not. And that's why engineers just don't do it. They don't have the time to iterate their designs using simulation. It's just too inefficient and too disruptive of a design process until now.
So what has changed that will bring companies closer to the vision of simulation-driven design?
Well, what design engineers have needed all along is a tool that can just keep up with them as their design evolves. A simulation capability would be fast, it would be easy to use, and deeply embedded in the modeling environment. So embedded, in fact, that it could be used seamlessly throughout the product development process.
That sounds great.
Yeah. I know, it is great, and it's exactly what PTC is delivering. It's going to change everything about how simulation is used in the design process. It's called Creo Simulation Live, and it's powered by ANSYS. With Creo Simulation Live, engineers and designers have instant feedback on their design changes, allowing them to make informed decisions as the design progresses without having to leave the creative process behind.
Brian, can you show us an example?
Yeah, I would love to. My task today in this video is to redesign the front suspension strut on the Polaris assault vehicle and reduce the stress by at least 10% and deflection by 50%. Now, using Creo Simulation Live directly inside the modeling environment provides me with instant feedback on every design change I make. In this case, I'm interested in the current deflection and the stresses, as I mentioned. Now, to meet my objectives, I'm going to add stiffening rib to the design, and instantly, Creo Simulation Live gives me the directional guidance I need without leaving the modeling environment, or rerunning a simulation, or painstakingly having to worry about remeshing the model. Now, based upon this new design, I've actually reduced the stress by almost 50% and reduced the deflection by 15%.
Well, that is great. When is Creo Simulation Live going to be available?
Well, it's very soon. We have an early access program beginning this December. This program will give you an opportunity to try the product, walk through tutorials, experience the incredible benefits of real-time simulation as you design, and even buy the software at an early access discounted price. The full release of Creo Simulation Live, however, will be this February with Creo 5, in April for Creo 4, and in June for Creo 6.
Thanks, Brian. I see how our partnership with ANSYS is bringing companies one step closer to simulation-driven design by enabling a pervasive use of simulation throughout the development process.
Absolutely, and you can just imagine how much better designs will be and how much faster they'll get to market with Creo Simulation Live providing that guidance, the guidance on the thousands of design decisions engineers make every day.
It's pretty clear that Creo Simulation Live is going to be a game changer in the world of design.
It sure is.
Where can our attendees learn more?
Well, we're going to have a breakout session at our Creo Simulation Live breakout session this afternoon. Just be sure to check your program for guidance on exactly where and when that's going to be.
Thank you, Brian.
Great. Thanks, Kathleen.
PTC disrupted everything with the introduction of 3D CAD that allows you to describe objects in full detail from every angle, enabling you to improve the accuracy, efficiency, and quality of your design. But all of the main CAD tools have built on a premise of traditional manufacturing operations like machining, bending tubes, and molding plastic. For decades, we've all been innovating with these subtractive manufacturing constraints because we couldn't imagine doing it any other way. But a new approach is now available with additive manufacturing. We can create complex but super efficient physical shapes that until recently have been impossible to produce. Over 25 years ago, PTC invested in the first wave of additive manufacturing with capabilities in Pro Engineer. In the beginning, additive was primarily for prototypes, tools, and fixturing, with little consideration for production products outside of metal and dental implants. But technologies for both metal and plastic printing have evolved tremendously in the last several years, affording us entirely new value propositions to consider. We at PTC are hard at work to make sure all of the business challenges of incorporating additive manufacturing into your manufacturing and service transformation are well managed. Let me show you another example.
An unmanned aerial vehicle, or UAV, is an aircraft with no pilot on board that can fly autonomously based on pre-programmed flight plans or more complex dynamic automation systems. The mass air inlet duct on this UAV is a newer design that consolidates the original design's 18 parts to just 3 parts in the assembly and alters the surface geometry, reducing the cavitation within the inlet port. This substantially improves the overall cooling capabilities inside the fuselage of the aircraft, achieving a greater overall performance and reduces the serviceable parts required. Within Creo, all of your additive manufacturing artifacts from the build tray, part orientation, support structures, and printer parameters are managed as part of the build assembly. With Creo's integration to Windchill, this insight is captured and managed for your digital twin, allowing you to take full advantage of Windchill's features, like MPM Link, where you can define all of the manufacturing process steps required for your additive parts, and visualize the critical information required for producing them. ThingWorx can be used to operationally manage the additive manufacturing and post-processing steps required. It also easily integrates with your ERP and MES systems, as well as Windchill, by incorporating the manufacturing process steps that were captured earlier in the NPM link. ThingWorx is able to present simplified interactions with these systems, allowing operators in your factories an easier experience with only the information they need. And with ThingWorx Asset Advisor, all of the critical assets within your manufacturing process can be monitored, making sure you're capturing all the essential details of your digital thread, closing the loop from design to manufacturing, and unleashing the full power of your design data.
As I hope you saw in the video, additive manufacturing isn't just about the manufacturing process and how you design in CAD. It has an impact on every part of your product development process, and you need tools and technology to help you with it, and we have that today. Starting with Creo for design, Windchill for managing the IP and manufacturing process plans, and ThingWorx for orchestrating the manufacturing process and capturing the digital twin, closing the loop on your design and producing quality products effectively. Another exciting technology that has the potential to disrupt everything is generative design. People often mistake it for topology optimization, but they are not the same. Generative design improves and enhances topology optimization by using software to autonomously create multiple design solutions that satisfy your constraints, objectives, and non-engineering requirements. And here at PTC, we believe that generative design, along with real-time simulation, are going to transform product development as we know it. That is why last week we acquired Frustrum, an advanced generative design software company whose technology leverages artificial intelligence to generate design options. We believe that this will be a transformative addition to our Creo portfolio. So let's see what Frustrum can do.
How much faster could you get products to market if instead of developing your initial concepts from scratch, your software did it for you? How much more innovative would your designs be if they were not limited by human imagination and thought processes? With Frustrum technology, this is a reality. You provide a description of the design requirements in the form of loads and constraints, the space available, one or more material options, and one or more manufacturing processes, such as cast, forged, or additive. You can even factor in non-engineering parameters that take into consideration things such as cost, manufacturing capacity, and supply chain status. Then Frustrum's artificial intelligence engine uses high-performance computing to optimize your designs for multiple objectives simultaneously, generating a variety of design alternatives based on what is most important to you. Frustrum's AI engine can consider different material types, fabrication techniques, and non-engineering parameters simultaneously to provide you with the optimal solutions to your problems.
Let's take a deeper look at how this new technology is going to affect product design and complement our existing ANSYS strategy. The primary goal of any CAD user is to get validated designs to the market as quickly as possible. Now imagine that your software could generate a series of designs based on different approaches that could be used as a starting point. This is precisely how Frustrum is going to revolutionize the design process. You would then take the options you like the most and quickly iterate on them in Creo, getting instant feedback through Creo Simulation Live and arrive at your best design choices. Then you would validate these designs using high-fidelity, high-accuracy solvers powered by ANSYS directly in Creo. So what does the future look like? All that power integrated into Creo to help you design better, more innovative products faster than ever before. The CAD market is entering a renaissance period thanks to a series of recent new technology breakthroughs. I'm referring to artificial intelligence that allows design alternatives to be generated automatically, to volumetric modeling that allows super complex geometries to be modeled and printed for additive manufacturing, to IoT that enables digital CAD models to pair with real-world products and become their digital twin, to augmented and virtual reality, which allows CAD to come to life in the real world that exists beyond the computer monitor, and to cloud and high-performance computing that allows generative and simulation capabilities to happen in real time to keep up with the natural pace of the design engineer. We are excited about these advancements, but we are far from finished. The demand on product design is changing at a rapid pace. We recognize that, and the advancements in our technology enables you to design in entirely new ways and meet the ever-expanding demands of your consumer. But it's not only products where we are seeing tremendous change and opportunity. It's in our processes as well. Digital transformation is having a significant impact on our processes, both in the way that we manufacture products and the way that we engage with customers. Technology is changing the way that we manage our operations. We have actionable intelligence to what is happening in the factory, how consumers are using our products, thanks to real-time product data. We can automate and optimize the manufacturing process in the factory to increase productivity. We can proactively anticipate the needs of our customers, ultimately providing better service and better products through continuous engineering. Because we have this data, we are connecting these disparate functions in the value chain, from operating your factory to your products out in the field, and to how do you engage with your customers. In the same evolution that we saw in the product, data is transforming what is happening to the assets in your factory. They have also evolved and are now connected and communicating with each other in what we call a smart factory system. But not only does industrial IoT allow you to make your factory smart, it is connecting to other processes as well, such as engineering, customer service, supply chain, and logistics. With our technology solutions, we have been helping thousands of companies transform their factory operations. With our Smart Connected Operations solution, our customers have seen amazing business results, and it's about to get even better. We recently formed a partnership with Rockwell Automation. Our combined customer base will benefit from two world-class organizations that understand their business and deliver comprehensive, innovative, and integrated solutions. That is just what manufacturers need to further capitalize on the promise of industrial IoT at speed and at scale. Rather than talking about it, let me show you.
Rockwell Automation and PTC have joined forces to create Factory Talk Innovation Suite, powered by PTC. This robust solution brings together PTC's industrial innovation technologies, ThingWorx, Vuforia, and Kepware, with Rockwell Automation's Factory Talk smart manufacturing software to better enable digital transformation. Applications can be created that allow users to visualize and monitor the real-time status of their factory. Information, including operational status, along with visual guidance on manufacturing asset location, are displayed, allowing users to quickly identify and view detailed information on the relevant equipment throughout the factory. Along with descriptive and diagnostic analytics, the ThingWorx dashboard includes predictive outcomes from Factory Talk Analytics. Assets are flagged in the application when machine learning has predicted a future failure, enabling users to act before downtime occurs. Knowing that a failure is impending, users can view detailed information on the asset, including the nature of the predicted failure, as well as historical data. To avoid loss of productivity, maintenance can be proactively scheduled before the predicted issue leads to downtime. ThingWorx can also be integrated with your existing maintenance management system, automating the process of creating and scheduling work orders with technicians. There's no waiting for a user to manually request a service technician. Instead, the technician is alerted and provided with work instructions for fixing the asset, streamlining the repair process. Factory Talk Innovation Suite, powered by PTC, is revolutionizing operational excellence in factories around the world and enabling companies to unlock greater value in today's complex industrial landscape.
We are aligning the technologies of PTC's ThingWorx, Vuforia, and Kepware with Rockwell Automation's Factory Talk Analytics and Factory Talk Production Center to create a complete, powerful solution that will transform your factory. The Factory Talk Innovation Suite, powered by PTC, which launched just a few weeks ago, is the only comprehensive manufacturing suite from shop floor to top floor, enabling industrial connectivity for assets in the plant, real-time visibility to OEE for the plant manager, and plant benchmarking for the C-suite. No one else has a solution that includes the full range of IoT, analytics, MES, and augmented reality. And when you combine the strength of the Rockwell Automation and PTC partnership with our Microsoft partnership, this is a winning combination for our customers. Digital transformation is clearly impacts the products we offer and the way we manufacture them. But perhaps most importantly, it's impacting the value we deliver to our customers. To hear more about that, please welcome PTC's General Manager for ThingWorx, Ian Michel.
Hi, Kathleen.
Good morning, Ian. Thanks for joining me today.
Happy to be here, Kathleen.
In today's world, we have our product and we have our customer. When something isn't working with the product, the customer calls, emails, or messages the customer service department. But digital transformation, it changes all of this. Because of real-time monitoring and predictive analytics, we are expanding the idea of the voice of the customer to include the voice of the product.
That's right. You no longer have to wait for a product to fail. You can now understand what your product is saying and have the product talk to you and revolutionize your customer's experience.
That's the power of a smart connected product.
Exactly right. One of the primary business values of IoT technology is creating new innovations in customer service. Instead of the customer contacting you after the problem has already occurred, the product can contact you and report on the problem.
So that is what we mean by the voice of the product.
That's right.
Can you share with us some customer examples?
Yeah, sure. I'd be happy to. First up is Parata, a manufacturer of pharmacy automation products that's transforming their business by harnessing their own data to give their customers additional value. Let's take a look.
Parata Systems is an engineering, manufacturing, sales, and service organization for pharmacy automation products. We power pharmacies to help people lead healthy lives. And IoT technology has transformed the way we provide support to our customers. Parata has become proactive, not reactive. We don't have to wait for the phone to ring. We can provide support even before the customers know it's needed. We made a promise, and state-of-the-art technology like ThingWorx has helped us keep that promise, keeping pharmacies doing what they do best, caring for patients.
So Ian, how did Parata get started on their digital transformation journey?
Well, so first they focused on transforming service, and the results, frankly, were incredible. Parata achieved a success rate of remotely fixing over 80% of their resolutions.
That's really amazing.
It really is. It's transformed their service operations from reactive to proactive, and has significantly increased their customer satisfaction.
Are they gaining any additional value beyond service?
They are, absolutely. So by using connected product data and engineering, they're able to optimize the next generation of their products. And second, by informing their manufacturing group of problems that have happened, they can increase their build quality. This helps Parata make manufacturing improvements before the products ever get to the hands of the customers. So not only service, but also in engineering and manufacturing.
So it sounds to me like Parata is getting value across their entire connected enterprise. Can you share another example?
Yeah, sure. So ESAB produces industrial welders and is a joint customer with PTC and Microsoft. They're deploying smart connected products to not only improve their operational effectiveness, but also to transform their business model and create new revenue streams. ESAB is now making their welding and cutting equipment smart and connected, and because of this, they can leverage real-time product data to create insights on how to improve the customer operations. This allows ESAB to differentiate their products with digital solutions that optimize their customer operations and provide upsell opportunities.
That's terrific. Now, you mentioned that ESAB is one of our first joint customers with Microsoft. In what ways are PTC and Microsoft helping ESAB on their digital transformation journey?
Yeah, so ESAB welders are connected through their Weld Cloud and Cut Cloud digital solutions, which are based on Microsoft's Azure IoT and ThingWorx. They use these solutions to optimize field service first by proactively sending alerts to technicians, allowing them to quickly and accurately diagnose problems with ESAB service experts. Additionally, they advise customers on how to increase productivity through their products while maintaining high-quality output. Weld Cloud makes all this possible by providing the data necessary to maximize the customer experience.
So it's the voice of the product in action.
That's right, Kathleen. More and more companies are leveraging their data to digitally transform their products. Not only their products, but their entire value chain.
Which is being fueled by our industrial IoT solution, ThingWorx.
Exactly. In fact, ThingWorx allows customers to redefine what they think of as a product, enabling them to not only save costs, but also to leverage industrial IoT solutions to achieve top-line growth.
A winning combination. Thank you, Ian, for sharing with us those customer examples.
You're welcome. So thank you so much for having me.
We've looked at some great examples of how data is transforming not only our manufacturing processes, but how we engage with our customers. When you combine real-time data from the product, existing enterprise system data, and predictive analytics, you not only optimize your internal processes, but transform the way that you interact with your customers. So digital transformation is having a major impact on your processes. But what about your people? People are at the heart of any business, and they are a critical component of your digital transformation journey. Industrial enterprises are feeling the pressure of massive transformation throughout, and their workforce is no exception. Companies like yours are seeing turnover rates as high as over 30% in some cases, and the result is millions of unfilled jobs. Furthermore, as equipment and processes are improved, you're constantly challenged with upgrading the skills of existing workers, all the while trying to capture the knowledge and experience of an aging workforce. And it's difficult to find skilled talent to fill these gaps. At the same time, we want to make sure that our existing talent is engaged and has the right tools to do their job. And this is a big problem. 10 million jobs cannot be filled today due to a skill gap. But augmented reality can help close this gap. AR helps people learn faster and work smarter. It's the key to empowering workers with the skills they need in your digital transformation. To expand more on the benefits that customers are seeing by implementing augmented reality, I'd like you to join me in welcoming to the stage PTC's Executive Vice President for Augmented Reality Products, Mike Campbell.
Morning, everybody. Good morning, Kathleen.
Good morning, Mike. Thanks for joining me.
Pleasure to be here.
Mike, augmented reality is a superpower for driving workforce efficiency. What business gains are customers seeing from AR?
Yeah, they're seeing gains all over the place. They're seeing gains through higher productivity, increased efficiency, and overall, simply more effective workers. They're getting their new hires ramped up to speed 50% faster. And once a worker is doing a job, AR continues to transform the work that they're doing by providing IoT insights and step-by-step instructions in context. This means that they can complete their tasks more quickly and, of course, accurately on time.
So what research have you done with our customers around augmented reality delivering real business benefits?
Yeah, there's been a ton of work done both by PTC and by others. In fact, In a 2018 IDC survey, the top reasons that manufacturing organizations are implementing AR include things like greater worker efficiency, faster onboarding of their new talent, higher quality, of course, fewer errors that reduces downtime and other negative impacts, but they're also getting more cost-efficient and more easily accessible training for their existing workers that are already on the job. Beyond that, at PTC, we surveyed the 14,000 participants in the Vuforia Studio trial, and they reported similar results. So we've used this input, the market feedback from early adopters, sharing with us on where they're seeing real ROI. We're using that to prioritize the capabilities that we're implementing and the use cases that we're focusing on.
Wow, these are some pretty interesting results. And where does PTC stand on implementing our augmented reality initiatives?
Yeah, we're making great progress, and I'm happy to report that we're seeing many more production deployments with real business value, with true ROI. And I'm thrilled to be here today to share with you some of those real-world customer success stories.
That sounds great.
So first off, augmented work instructions. Augmented work instructions enable workers to do their jobs more efficiently and more effectively. AR can help you train new workers for a new job or a new task that they'll be performing, and it will help them complete that job faster with fewer errors. And this is even more important today when we consider the complexity of the environments where people are working and the tasks that they're giving, as well as the complexity of the products they're dealing with. So let me share with you a great example of that. BAE Systems. BAE Systems makes electric propulsion systems for hybrid buses. And they have increased their productivity on the assembly line by deploying an AR solution with technology from PTC and Microsoft. Now, you'll hear more about the exciting partnership between PTC and Microsoft a little bit later this morning, but for now, you should know that the Microsoft HoloLens is an amazing device, and it's key to our customers realizing meaningful ROI with PTC's AR solutions. The combination of Vuforia Studio, which leverages data from Creo, and the Microsoft HoloLens is transforming the way that work is done at BAE. Let's take a look.
There's huge growth in this market, but it is unsustainable unless we embrace new technology.
BAE Systems is committed to solving the most complex problems our customers have.
Here at BAE Systems, we make the electric propulsion for hybrid drive buses.
Our production tempo has increased dramatically. We've brought on a lot of new people. That's forced us to look at innovative solutions to build product correctly every time.
How do we do that? How did we do that? Is with mixed reality.
When I first tried a HoloLens, I quickly understood that this technology would have significant implications for our business and that we needed to get out in front of it. We had to find a platform that could help us scale, and that's when we began the conversations with PTC.
PTC's mission is to bridge the physical and the digital worlds, whether it's manufacturing, operating, or servicing physical products. We came along and we had a mixed reality solution to allow them to create experiences for the HoloLens quicker and more efficiently. It's all drag and drop. You don't need a lot of technical expertise. You can get up and running right away. Just makes it a lot faster and easier to get a lot of people using the experiences that were created with our software.
PTC's mixed reality solution has allowed us to drag and drop our 3D models that we already have to create guided work instructions to deliver to our production floor in hours and at 1/10 of the cost.
We develop a step-by-step guide that lets the assembler completely assemble the battery.
You're not looking at this in 2 dimensions anymore on a screen that's far away from you. It's right in front of you.
The HoloLens has really become beneficial in allowing us to train new people on this product 30 to 40% more efficiently.
Using the HoloLens, I was able to cut my assembly time in half. We can understand and we can learn so much faster, efficiently, feel a part of this process.
Microsoft has really nailed it with the HoloLens platform, and PTC is helping us scale this affordably across the enterprise.
20 years ago, we didn't have personal computers on every bench. 10 years ago, we didn't have 3D printers. Now I can't imagine building without those. And I think this is what the HoloLens represents. It's the next step in the evolution of high-tech manufacturing.
The future of mixed reality is really exciting because the possibilities are endless. We're just starting to scratch the surface of it.
It really is endless what we're going to be able to do and where we can go. This is going to help us get there.
Wow. BAE is finding a lot of meaningful business results, including their comment that the AR step-by-step work instructions were created in just hours and done at 1/10 of the cost.
That's right, Kathleen. I mean, the AR experiences were created quickly and cost-effectively. They drove 30 to 40% more efficiency in training and reduced cycle times by 50%. Wow, indeed. And that's really the power of Vuforia Studio. It allows you to leverage your existing CAD data, incorporate IoT insights and other digital enterprise data, and easily present it to the workers in the context of the physical world where they're doing their jobs.
Mike, what about the next stage of the product lifecycle, service?
Yeah, I mean, there too, PTC customers are also driving fantastic real-world results with AR.
How?
Well, it's bridging the skills gap that you talked about in the introduction. It's enabling the experienced workforce to successfully share their knowledge with new workers. AR is increasing efficiency on the job site by providing clear, relevant, intuitive instructions. It's making service teams more effective by improving first-time fix rates. And it's helping companies capture the knowledge of their most experienced resources, that aging workforce, and easily share it with more junior workers through remote guidance. And that technology can also avoid repeat service visits.
It's just incredible to see how many impactful ways augmented reality is improving all areas of service.
It's so true. And our Vuforia Studio customer, Dr. Maria Wilson at Howden, she tells us that she has embraced AR to transform her customers' ownership experience. She's using AR technology from PTC and Microsoft to provide a lens into the digital twin of Howden's products for their end customers.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. So Howden makes giant blowers, and these are used to treat wastewater effectively. When one of these blowers goes down, the wastewater can't be treated. And this is an expensive problem, but it could also be a dangerous health hazard as well. Now, today, they're building an augmented reality service experience that was developed with Vuforia Studio, and they're delivering the experience and a Microsoft HoloLens with every one of these blowers that they sell, so that in real time, a Howden customer can self-service these machines and avoid costly and potentially dangerous downtime. Now, this AR service experience also uses IoT data from ThingWorx to allow the customer, the end customer, to better understand how to keep the blower working full-time. The entire solution is running on Microsoft Azure. Now, Howden, like so many of you here in the room, they're playing in a fiercely competitive global market. And by including an augmented reality service experience and the delivery device, they're really differentiating what they have to offer to the market.
Mike, that's great to hear. Let me ask you another question. What if there are no AR work instructions and a customer or service technician runs into an unfamiliar or a complex service situation?
And their existing manuals and even phone support can't help explain what needs to be done to solve the problem?
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's where the AR remote expert guidance use case comes in. And now this is a use case that enables an expert from another location to literally show the on-site technician exactly what to do. This capability is provided by one of our newer offerings, Vuforia Chalk for remote assistance.
This is Vuforia Chalk, an easy-to-use, powerful support tool that allows your workforce to collaborate in real time, anywhere. Chalk enables your workforce to connect for support or training. First, employees can share a live view of their workspace with an expert or coworker.
The waste valve here. Now that that's closed, you can turn on your surface wash valve, which is here.
Okay, got it. Both people can draw on the world and work together as if they are together. And thanks to Vuforia augmented reality technology, your annotations stick exactly where they're drawn, even when you move around as you work. In fact, you can pause the live view to draw easy-to-follow, multi-step instructions. With Chalk, simple instructions help you solve complex problems, quickly and effectively.
Now, Chalk has been available for enterprise use since this past summer, and companies are already deploying it. In fact, today, we have a customer that is using Chalk to provide remote expert assistance for the various machines in their factory. And they're projecting a savings this year of $2.5 million per service provider, now that one expert can support multiple different locations.
So Chalk really delivers meaningful business results.
It sure does. I mean, there's tremendous value in providing immediate remote expert guidance instead of sending a technician out, which can take days and often be very costly.
So Mike, it's very clear that augmented reality helps workers be more efficient and is driving tremendous business value. These are great examples, and many of them rely on 3D content.
That's right.
What's the connection between Vuforia, Creo, Windchill, and ThingWorx?
Okay, so first off, Vuforia Studio is deeply integrated with ThingWorx. In fact, until this past summer, Studio was part of the ThingWorx brand. And even now, it still provides a deep connection to that rich pipeline of IoT and other digital content that exists within ThingWorx. Now, additional content for authoring and presenting AR experiences comes from Creo, where we can really leverage the rich 3D digital definition from the design side, as well as from Windchill, which helps us make sure that we're using the right version and right configuration in the AR experience. In fact, I'd say that AR is an outstanding way to get even more value out of your existing CAD and PLM investments. And to help you realize that value, we've made it incredibly easy to share designs from Creo and Windchill in AR. And this is already available in the latest releases for every Creo and Windchill user today.
That is great.
Now, we've made it possible to publish an AR experience directly from either Creo or Windchill, regardless of where the CAD data was authored, in Creo or in some other tool. At any time, up to 10 of these experiences can be shared with partners, suppliers, and even customers. And this is really the only way to visualize your designs in the context of the physical world without the expense and time-consuming process of creating a physical prototype.
Mike, that's terrific. Thank you so much for sharing your insights today.
It's my pleasure. Thanks a lot for the time. Enjoy the day, everybody.
There is so much rich data that is coming from your enterprise systems, products, equipment, and companies' processes. Tapping into that data with augmented reality is a breakthrough way to engage your workforce by presenting that data in the context of the physical world where it makes the most sense. Companies around the world are already using AR to drive worker productivity, increase their efficiency, and expand their effectiveness. Digital transformation is all about harnessing your data to enable your company to compete in an ever-changing industrial landscape. Digital data touches every part of your value chain. It brings the functions in your organization together to allow you to create better products, improve your processes, and most importantly, enhance the capabilities of your people. There is a lot of valuable data that gets created in engineering today. The trouble is, various roles across the extended enterprise, such as marketing, purchasing, supply chain, sales, logistics, they have difficulty accessing the data. Trustworthy access to product data can drive better decision quality throughout the enterprise, ultimately enabling better decisions for better products at better quality for optimal costs. Without access to this data, you would have to assume or guess when making critical decisions in engineering, in manufacturing, in sales, in operations, in service. You have invested in enterprise systems like PLM, like CRM, like ERP, and you want to unleash the value of that data. The challenge you face is twofold. First, your value chain is not a closed loop, and second, all this data from your various systems is siloed. But with PTC technology, you can close the loop and provide access to all of the data in your various systems. But not just any data, the most relevant data for that role with actionable insights. ThingWorx, our industrial IoT solution platform, allows you to source your data from your connected product and your existing enterprise systems to connect your enterprise and drive your digital transformation. To share with us stories of customers who are extracting data from Windchill and making it accessible to the enterprise with ThingWorx, please welcome PTC's Divisional General Manager for PLM, Kevin Wren. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Kathleen. How are you?
Good. We've talked a lot this morning about unleashing product data, but one important question remains. Where do we get that data from?
It's easy. It comes from Windchill. So many of you have already implemented Windchill, so you have a bit of a head start here. Your digital transformation is going to be enabled by all of the rich product data that you've captured in your PLM system over the last 3, 5, or even 10 years. This is the start of your digital thread that will make this data available throughout your entire enterprise to create a digital twin.
Okay, and what exactly is a digital twin?
So we say that a digital twin needs two components. The first component is, of course, a digital definition. But the second component has to be a physical experience. And the physical experience needs to include both the product performance data and the environmental conditions in which the product is operating. You need to have both of these things to have a digital twin.
So how do you unleash all of this data to the enterprise?
So we use ThingWorx Navigate to take the digital thread and connect it from engineering to the rest of the enterprise. And we also use ThingWorx Navigate to take enterprise data and bring that back into engineering.
So that's a true closed loop.
You're right. You're right. You can now get data or take data from your PLM system, whether it's Windchill or Dassault or Siemens or really, in fact, any PLM system, and make it available to the enterprise to drive more efficiency and improve time to market. We're also talking about taking data from enterprise systems like a CRM system or an ERP system or a quality system and bringing that back into engineering so engineers can make better decisions and ultimately make better products.
So Kevin, rather than us talking about it, can we hear from a customer?
Yeah, love that idea. So we have an example for Whirlpool where everyday innovation is really at the center of their digital transformation. Let's take a look.
Windshield allows us for a very collaborative environment, cross-functionally, cross-regionally. We have the ability to connect information from our appliances to the ThingWorx platform and feed that information right back into our Windshield environment.
Navigate helps us delivering apps that have a very simple user interface and a good user experience. So for folks that are really non-frequent users of Windchill or SAP or other downstream systems, we're trying to abstract all that complexity and provide them a user interface that's easy to use and gives them that specific information they're looking for. Navigate helps us with apps that are role-based and ultimately give the right information to the right person at the right time when they need it.
Navigate is one of those tools that we found really powerful. Right out of the box, it gives us the ability to mash up data from many different sources. People are starting to embrace the fact that we need to start putting our data in this connected environment and let the source data live where it's supposed to. We can now put together these role-based views and make them available in web formats, so people can open up an app on their phone. It really is that easy.
I think what makes me excited about PTC is that they offer solutions, again, that allows us to develop our products faster, be more innovative, and really is opening a longer roadmap of collaboration, especially when it comes into augmented reality, the data analytics, and now the integration back and forth from different systems that we have across Whirlpool.
So Whirlpool was able to be more innovative through better collaboration thanks to ThingWorx Navigate?
Yeah, well, first with PLM, Whirlpool was able to reduce their overall product complexity. And then with Navigate, they were able to build their digital thread to enable better collaboration and better process efficiency throughout the entire enterprise.
Which then allowed them to innovate, make products easier, faster, and improve the home experience for every consumer.
That's exactly right.
Are there any other PTC customers where Windchill is extending this digital transformation backbone to maybe manufacturing?
Yeah, there are. In fact, just about a little less than a year ago, BMW selected Windchill to be the PLM backbone for their production and sourcing bills of materials. They're using their digital thread to enable innovation in manufacturing by sharing their engineering data easily with manufacturing. Windchill will be the enabler of globally configuring and releasing all of their cars in production. In addition, BMW has selected ThingWorx Navigate to assure fast and easy access to all of this engineering data.
So, Kevin, another area of the value chain is service. What are you seeing there?
Well, so earlier we talked about Polaris and smart connected products. In their case, it's all about improving their overall customer experience with their products. And digital transformation for Polaris means making the entire team is working in unison and that they're sharing information correctly and efficiently with each other, allowing for better clarity for everyone. With Windchill and ThingWorx Navigate, Polaris is able to get cleaner data that they can share throughout the entire enterprise so that they can ensure that their product lifecycle is moving forward well in unison.
Those are both great examples of digital transformation delivering true value.
Yeah, and really, your PLM system is at the center, managing all of your product data.
And now people are looking at PLM as a critical enterprise software for the entire value chain and not just engineering.
That's right, and that's what ThingWorx Navigate is all about, breaking down organizational barriers and getting data to the people who need it most.
Engineering information available to the enterprise and enterprise information available to engineering. Unlocking value from end to end. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
As you've seen this morning, PTC's technology portfolio is helping customers around the world to unleash the power of their data in innovative ways. Whether you want to transform your entire company, creating a connected enterprise, or focus on just one area of your business. But our portfolio, it would not be complete without our partner ecosystem. PTC and our strategic partners have developed and are continuing to develop a complete portfolio of technologies that enable you to accelerate your digital transformation and achieve the next generation of your business. As you saw throughout this presentation, we have a strategic partnership with Microsoft. At the center of this collaboration is PTC's selection of Microsoft Azure and IoT Hub as our preferred cloud platform. We have aligned our PLM, IoT, and AR software with Microsoft's Azure IoT, the HoloLens mixed reality technology, and their Dynamics ERP in an integrated solution for industrial IoT and digital product lifecycle management. This is exactly the combination that our collective customers require to unlock the value in their IoT-enabled digital transformation journeys. Digital transformation is real, and companies like yours are finding tremendous value, whether you're looking to transform your products, your processes, or your people. PTC is here to help you on your journey with powerful products and solutions that are all available today. But being an industrial innovation company, we also have one eye on the future. Because we are based in Boston, we are able to hire the best and the brightest from leading universities such as MIT and Harvard. And to share with you an amazing breakthrough technology, I'd like to invite one of our product innovators on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome PTC's VP of Technology, Dr. Valentin Hoyne. Hi, Valentin. You work in our innovation lab. What does that mean, and what exactly do you do every day?
Yeah, hi, Kathleen. Yes, I'm leading the Reality Lab at PTC. We are an innovation lab working with leading universities, research labs, customers, and partners on next-generation technology and what that can mean for our customers. We research new technologies and tools that helps humans to better interact with computers and machines. Right now, we are focusing on making augmented reality an even stronger tool for our customers. We innovate and experiment on technology that could impact our customers anywhere from 1 to 3 years out.
So, Valentin, it sounds like you have a fantastic job. You do?
I do.
So, Valentin, this machine has been accompanying us on the stage for the last hour, and I'm sure our audience would like to know what it's all about. Can we take a look?
Sure, let's go over. Okay, so what we have here is a very simple feeder station, actually.
So the kind that you would see in a processing plant for packaging food?
Yes, exactly. So it's a very simple system. It has an on and off button. When you push the on button, the system starts. In this case, it feeds lentils into this bin. The bin is located on a scale, so you can see how much feeds into the bin. And when you stop the button, the whole system stops again.
Okay, so this is a very simple machine, but what does it have to do with AR?
So yeah, the fun part comes when I take this iPhone over here and point it at this machine, because this entire system is actually programmed in augmented reality. So you see here a representation of the program. For example, the on-off button, they feed into a switch. The switch is controlling the conveyor belt. The conveyor belt goes into some splitter that then drives the light to turn on and off when it starts.
So I can see the program and can use this AR user interface to program how this machine actually works?
That's true. What you see here is actually not just a representation of the program. It is actually the program. So, for example, I can just cut through one of these lines here, and now I have interrupted the program, and so the system doesn't work. But, of course, I can re-establish that connection, and I have programmed right now the system to work again. So this is really a live program here.
Wow, Valentin, that is absolutely amazing. What else can you show us?
Yeah, so what you see here is one system. But I also have this supply table over here, which is an entire different system with a different program. So, for example, what you see here is some kind of a limiter. It has a higher limit and a lower limit, and an on-off button. And both of them are connected to this AND statement here. So both of these things have to give a true statement so that the AND becomes true. And what I can do now is just draw a line from this AND statement, from this separated machine, and connect it to the conveyor belt. And you see that this system automatically starts operating. These four separated systems are now connected together and working accordingly. So.
Wow, that's great. Do you have anything else you can show us?
Yeah, yes I do.
Of course.
So, okay. So before you have a physical button to start and stop this machine, it's very handy when you have it actually there. But here you have this on-off button. It's only in AR, and it's cumbersome if you want to immediately stop the machine and you have to take a phone out of the pocket and. Yeah. The lentils spill all over. So we don't want to get there. So maybe we have a way to get this on-off button a little bit more at hand.
Yeah.
So I have this iPad over here, and it has some graphs right now showing some of the data from this machine. But I don't need all of these graphs. So let's make a little bit of space here. Let's take one of these UI elements out of the screen and place it somewhere here. And so now let's take this on-off button. Drop it onto that iPad, and then push it into the screen. So now I have this button here. Let's start the system again. And now I have a direct control at hand on the machine. And so we have two systems programmed together in augmented reality, a user interface programmed in augmented reality, an entire experience.
Wow. This is really the next generation of the human-machine interface. Think about using this technology to enable modular production to reduce production cost and lead time. What the Reality Lab team has created is taking AR to an entirely new level and will be a long-term game changer for manufacturers. This demo will be in the exhibit hall later this morning, and we'd like to invite all of you to experience this firsthand and talk more with Valentin and the Reality Lab team about this new and exciting technology. Great job, Valentin. Thank you.
You're welcome.
As a high-tech innovation leader, PTC's mission is to show the world how digital transformation is fueled by unleashing the power of your products, your processes, and your people. At PTC, we believe that creating a connected enterprise is the key to your continued success in the industrial frontier of innovation, and we look forward to helping you transform your company. Thank you so much for joining us here this morning, and we hope that you have a wonderful, immersive, and informative day here at PTC Forum Europe. Enjoy.
Wow. Kathleen, that was amazing, amazing presentation. You had a lot of information to share with the audience today, and you really did an incredible job of simplifying the story and helping people understand how PTC is making digital transformation real for its customers. So, ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Kathleen Medford. Kathleen, thank you so much.
Thank you, Eric. Look forward to seeing everybody out on the floor.
Just a couple of quick housekeeping items as we head into the day. We are going to start our breakout sessions in about 15 minutes. Please be sure to consult your program guide to figure out where you're going to go first and where you're going throughout the rest of the day. But also, please be sure to be back here at 5:15 p.m. local time for our closing guest keynote. We are privileged to be joined by Dr. Maria Wilson. She is the global leader of data-driven advantage at Howden. Howden is the company that Mike Campbell referenced this morning, and we're going to go deep into the experience that Howden has, and she's going to talk about how they are taking digital transformation to the next level at their company by adding new value to their customer base. You won't want to miss it. So with that, thank you all for joining us this morning. Enjoy the rest of your day, and please be back here at 5:15 this evening. Thank you very much.